Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome to the 1000 Manga Read channel, and today we are going to react to Super Smartphone. So as I said last week, make sure you check out that video. It's pretty short. I'm gonna drop Shonen Jump for at least a while, at least until Black Clover comes back. But even then, I might like wait a bit. And I listed all the reasons for why I'm dropping like basically all the series. There's still a few that I'm looking forward to, but in any case, right? Like this week, I'm just gonna react to the new serialization and see if it's actually, if I think I'm gonna make a prediction, I guess, and see if it succeeds or not. So in return for not reacting for the rest of the series this week, I'll give you a meme which I found on 4chan. It was pretty funny. Let me see. I think it's this. Oh yeah. So look at this. One sec. Wait, how the hell? Why can't I not move it? Oh, this is so dumb. Here, let me just move it in front of everything. Okay. So someone took what's his name? The guy, I forgot his name. Someone took this guy and then like put him explaining the fucking like game or the domain or whatever in front of like this, like, what is this, the squirrel card game. I don't know, it was just pretty funny to me because it's like this man's like standing here like a professor explaining like age 3 to 6 players, like, what is this, and it's like, and snacky, I guess you can't see my mouse, but anyway, and he's pointing to like winning the game. Anyway, that was just pretty funny, but enough of that. It's time to, smash subscribe first of all, also kuso kurae shueisha, but after that, let's actually start reading this super smartphone. Okay, let's go. Not a lot of views, unfortunately. No, I don't. Okay, this is already coming off to a bad start because like the mangaka, the writer, seems to have a disconnect with the reader, and that's always a big problem. It's like some, and I'm not trying to like be, so-called ageist or whatever, but it's like a 70-year-old who like is trying to write a TikTok manga, like there's just things that unless you do a ton of research, like if you didn't really grow up with them, it's gonna be kind of hard to do. Anyway, the point is like any writer worth his salt shouldn't have to ask this question, even as just like a starting rhetorical question. It just shows that this guy is like not able to resonate with his readers, and then he actually spends a second panel to explain what Google is. It's not an interesting question at all here. This should be an interesting question, and this is not an interesting explanation at all. It's something that literally every kid reading this knows. So this is just a wasted page, and it says this story is not about Google. What a wasted first page. Like, what is the point of this page, right? All right, I'm just gonna read Google. What? Okay, Google smartphone. Interesting. That's a cool design. Um, Super smartphone. Okay, let's see. I really like this guy's art style, by the way. And Zigo was not bad either. It was okay. It was not bad. Oh, I think they left the paneling up to the artist, but I don't really like the paneling that much. It's kind of standard. Piece together how much each question is worth. I mean, in my exams I took, they always just told you. Okay, so this is Senku Part 2, except with less charisma and more cockiness. Like, you have to realize that most of the people reading this are not geniuses. So you have to you have to hold a branch out for them. What is it? Like, hold a limb out for them or whatever. I forget the saying, but you have to, like, if you're gonna write a genius character, you have to make them very relatable. So for this guy, it's just like, oh, I'm bored, I'm smart. That's pretty good art in the bottom left there. This. Yo, so this is like basically him and Senku could get in an argument here. Okay, so we're like 16 pages in and so far not much. Wait, so it's not common information that Goo exists? Okay. Oh, it can speak? Interesting. Is it gonna be like a girl, like Siri, I mean? Or is this gonna be more like Death Note, where it's like one guy who's like smart, like, and he has a tool to do things? Now searching. Handwritten documents. Q Sagurada. Huh. He's having fun. Interesting. I could if the money had your name on it, but I could search for all the money in this area. Oh shit. How does it have this info? Like nanomachines? Or is it supernatural? Yeah, this paneling is kind of meme paneling. It doesn't really work, but whatever. It's an honor to receive your recognition. It's fascinating. Okay, that kind of seems like Senku's catchphrase. Exist on Earth, can communicate with any device. Okay. Oh, there's a point system? Oh shit. Okay, this is getting more interesting now. Man, I should note down that like I'm always interested by point systems. 1 second. Point systems are interesting. Okay, let's go back to this. Obtaining points is their duty. Please collect points. Yeah, okay, that's actually pretty interesting. Oh, okay, that's an interesting limitation. So he has to actually do some like detective work, maybe, or like thinking at least. It's kind of funny because like I know from an insider friend at Google that basically this kind of thing, the understanding the context to perform searches, like is the thing that Google is struggling most with. Like they've been like working with the top professionals to try to like figure out how to do it, and they still can't do anything like something as simple as like what is the color of Madonna's hair right now or whatever. You know, like um, they'll just redirect you to a Wikipedia page basically. Let's see. I mean, like not right now, but I mean, like like her hair color at I don't know the ball on whatever night, or like what is her I don't know what is her like current weight. Like people, just like getting these pieces of information for like various searches. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about it. I just want to read. Uh, okay, so this kind of reminds me of world triggers. Like you are the one who decides, Yuma or whatever, who decides. Um, It's very cute drawing there. This manga is gonna be really easy to make a logical error in. Like, there's so many like thoughts and like hypotheses, and like it's gonna look really dumb if he like misses a really obvious one. The goals are eating excretion. Okay, that's probably two different thoughts. Ah, okay, new clothes. One result. Utah Kayumi 58. Yo, Utah bros, we lost. Yo, Utah bros. Sorry, Utah bros, we lost. So is this story gonna end up being, I mean, in the first chapter, is this like one shot feeling kind of chapter going to be like a suspense to the end? Or is it going to be like, a happy, wholesome wrap up? So that'll probably decide where the series goes. Oh, okay, so it's gonna be edgy all the way. Damn, why did he have to like draw a guy like this? I think he should have drawn like a really handsome guy, because like drawing a guy like this just alienates all the otaku. Damn, me IRL, bro. How can I enjoy this manga if they're gonna make fun of me and how I look, bro? Yo, I would never do some shit like this and I look like this, bro. Come on. Oh shit. That's nuts. I can't help but imagine the squirrel Wojak. That's nuts, bro. Oh yeah, okay, so I totally forgot about that somehow. So I wonder if he's gonna start searching like for it like immediately. What's gonna prevent him from doing that now? 10 pages, I mean more like 6 pages left. Let's see. Info from 7 years around. Wait, unable to find results. Wait, don't tell me there's some twist. Oh, if he pulls a twist now, I'll be really hyped. Don't tell me it's a twist like he just never existed in this world. Oh, please collect points. Okay. So that's the barrier to progress that will keep us progressing the side stories as opposed to the main plot. Okay. And here's the main character's statement for the, toddlers to understand. I really like this guy's art, by the way. Kimi, huh? Okay. It definitely is a girl AI, isn't it? The girl will be like, "Oh, you're gonna call me Kimi? You can show emotion sometimes." No, not at all. That's kind of cute. Okay, so this was one of the most interesting chapter ones I've seen in probably 1 to 2 years. So that's really good. Um, so interesting. I wonder who this is and who this is. These are just filler characters for sure. This seems like a hacker. And maybe the hacker is, huh? Maybe, I don't know. She just looks like a hacker character who will help. Like the Sakura of the series. The girl in the trio. Don't know who this is. Maybe the villain, I'm assuming. At first I thought like this guy was gonna transform for some reason into this. But interesting. So I think this story, or rather like this manga overall, was just pretty good. Probably like 8 out of 10 for a first chapter, because there's a lot of things you have to do in a first chapter. By which I mean like in a shonen manga, you have to like have the goal statement, have the character like doing something cool and whatever. So what I mean is like there's not a lot of flexibility in a first chapter, because there's a lot of things like boxes you got to tick off, and this guy, despite like ticking all of them off, still had a pretty interesting chapter. And the concept is actually interesting, not the fact that you can search things, of course, or that you can like, have omnipotent like levels of information. That's not the interesting part, but the interesting part is the restrictions that force him to kind of ask the right questions. Actually, it kind of reminds me of how in Umineko, right? Like you kind of like sometimes it's not even about the deductions. Like you just keep asking like questions or proposing ideas essentially, and see if they're shot down or not. So this is kind of like a blue truth, red truth in Umineko kind of thing actually. Maybe I'll make that a clickbait for the thumbnail. But so yeah, that's Sugoi smartphone. It was pretty good. I think it'll like live as long as it stays this interesting within the first 10 chapters. But I'm probably not going to read the rest of the chapters. I'm just going to leave it at this first chapter because I still have like 30, 40 things on my backlog and they're all like actually mostly worth reading. And I just finished one or two yesterday. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I want to read. And so I can just let Jump like pile up for now. Like let's be real, out of all these things, the only things I really care about, like if you told me I had to like, I don't know, if you told me that you were gonna kill like 10 people for every Jump manga here that I read to completion above 3, like what I mean is like if I have only 3 manga basically that I can like finish from here, the only ones I would really care about are, let's see, like Black Clover, which is in here right now, Mashle, and I guess technically I still do want to see how One Piece ends. But so yeah, there's not a lot of reason for me to just read Shonen Jump right now actually. So yeah, with that said, I'm gonna drop Shonen Jump for now. Shueisha Kuso Kurai, and what else? Well, yeah, Super Smartphone was nice. Um Man, was there anything else I wanted to say? Not much. So have a good one. I might make some videos about the manga I've been reading lately. Like I read some, pretty good ones lately. For example, I read what 60, 70 chapters of Piano no Mori, and I had to drop it because it got kind of like average. But even the first 70 chapters that were good were like far better than PPPPPP. And if you didn't notice, like Piano no Mori, like obviously it's an artistic manga about piano. Okay, so that's about it. Peace out and make sure you smash subscribe.